All right, guys, welcome to my second ever live stream. Today, we're going to talk about three or four, maybe five different topics. Just wanted to do a follow up on my stint of taking a break from coffee. So, if you've been following along, I haven't had coffee since, what was it? I think is April 2nd. And yeah, so today is the end of the month. It's April 30th. And so I promised you guys that I would do a follow up every week. However, I just went through and did 1 week after and decided, I'd just do a month after. And so it's been a month. Also, if you notice, this says powered by StreamYard. So I am testing out StreamYard to see if that's something that I want to include into my workflow, into my YouTube channel. If I want to do more live streams. So this is my second one ever. So I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this or not. We'll just see how it goes. But yeah, I'm not the best at talking to myself or talking to a camera. I'm really good at talking to a camera and then being able to cut it and edit it and things of that nature. But for all of you tech geeks like myself, camera nerds, I'll let you know what I'm using right now. I'm using the Sony ZV-1 right here. I have a Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, and I have an Aperture 120D. So that's what's fueling this thing, and it's also on a Camlink 4K. So we get that out of the way. Also, I have my cup of green tea. So this is the last day of this so-called challenge, whatever you want to call it. It's not really a challenge, more so just a practice and discipline to not let something control my life like coffee was doing. So I'm reporting my findings after doing a month of no coffee and just drinking tea. So I've been drinking matcha, I've been drinking green tea, and I've also been drinking a lot of black tea. I wasn't going to do that at first, but I like to switch it up. I don't want to be bored of green tea, because I actually do enjoy it. And so I like black tea too. So I've been drinking black tea too. But all that to say, after a month of drinking just tea, I can say that there have been significant benefits to doing that. I've been much more focused and able to stay on task and accomplish goals a little bit faster. Been able to. I'm gonna check YouTube real quick just to make sure this is even streaming, because yeah, okay, it's streaming. Yeah, I look menacing on this thumbnail. I'm gonna have to change that thumbnail afterwards. I'm not menacing. I'm not angry, guys. I look gnarly with this beard, but I'm a nice dude. But yeah, so where was oh yeah. So the benefits of drinking green tea is that I've been way more productive. I've been way more able to really kind of put my ideas down on paper, whereas before, like, I would just sit and stare at a blank wall and not even be able to grab the ideas out of the air. And so that's been one benefit. Also, like, it's been so much easier to fall asleep. Like, if sleep is an issue and you're a heavy coffee drinker, I'm telling you, cut back on coffee. Either remove it from your life totally if you need to, because sleep is like one of the most important things you can have in your life. But yeah, like, being able to actually fall asleep, not have insomnia, has been amazing. For the first 2 weeks, I definitely had a ton of headaches. Like, it was almost like a 2 week straight headache. So that part kind of sucked. But yeah, and I feel like by drinking tea, I've been a lot more hydrated. And yeah, so the benefits are there, definitely. So, if you're drinking 4 or 5 cups a day of coffee, like, I definitely recommend at least cutting back half, maybe even back down to 1 cup of coffee a day, just, depending on your life and what you got going on. But yeah, I would recommend that. See how you focus on things, see how you sleep better. Who knows? Maybe me sleeping better is making me focus better. And as you can tell, like throughout this past month, this is now my 5th video this month, where I didn't have a video for like 3 months. And then when I was producing videos, I was producing maybe like one every 2 weeks or once a month. And so I definitely think there's a little bit of benefit in the focus and the productivity. Will I go back to coffee? Yes. As soon as this live stream is over, already have the cup of coffee prepared in the coffee maker, because I'm not that bougie, so I'm not doing pour overs. I have pour over gear, guys, but I wanted something there. So as soon as this thing was over, that I would be able to just go straight there, make a cup of coffee, and enjoy the fruits of my labor, so to speak. Another thing I want to talk about too is I am testing out StreamYard, and yeah. So as far as do I continue doing live streams, I'm not sure. As you can tell, I say a lot of ums. I say a lot of it takes me a long time to get my thoughts into words. And so I don't know if that's something you guys would enjoy. I would enjoy doing this. And especially like there's not really an audience right now because my channel is so small. So like talking just to a camera and not having like a conversation or being prompted on certain topics, it's a little difficult to do, but I have the gear, I have the technology to do it. So I think it's something that I might try to incorporate at least maybe once a month. I think it'd be nice to do like maybe Q&A sessions or an AMA session, Ask Me Anything, if you didn't know what that meant. But yeah, and so if you are watching and you do have questions, definitely feel free to ask at any time, and I'll throw it up on the screen using StreamYard because it has that feature and ability to do that. I was using OBS before, and while it's simple, free, and well, I wouldn't call it simple, but it was free, kind of complicated. I felt like it had a lot of limitations where I feel like StreamYard might open it up for a little bit more of a broadcast style of live stream rather than just a straightforward. And I know that there's things you can add on, like live streaming to me is kind of complicated. And there's so many different things you can add on to your live stream to, like switchers and things of that nature. But yeah, so as far as the biggest thing when it comes to, sorry, I'm switching gears now because I do actually have ADD, and there was something I left out on the tea portion. When it comes to drinking tea, and the big topic was, will it help me in my mental health? For those of you who don't know, I do struggle with intense anxiety disorder, not about anything specific, but just in general. And the point of trying to cut back on coffee initially was to see if it would improve my anxiety. And I would say it definitely improved maybe 50%. For the last week or so, I definitely have been much more anxious, but that's because some things in my life have, there's a lot of stressors this past week going on in my personal life. But, apart from that, like when things are good, the anxiety has definitely diminished. So that's a positive. So if you do struggle with anxiety, I think switching or at least cutting back on coffee will help that. It's been about 9 minutes, and I think, maybe it might be time to wrap it up. If you do have questions, throw them on there before I close it out. But if you've enjoyed this, let me know down in the comments. If this is something you'd like me to continue trying to do. I know that I would get better as a public speaker if this thing continues. So I might just do that anyway to challenge myself. So, but if this is something you'd like me to continue to do, maybe like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, to get on here, answer questions, discuss topics, definitely let me know down in the comments. Hit the like button if you are watching this, especially if you made it this far in the video, because I'm a rambler by nature. And so I doubt you got here, but if you did, thank you so much. And definitely give this a like. And if you're new here and you haven't been to my channel, definitely subscribe. Yesterday I posted a Leica M6 video. It's about my favorite camera that I own. If you'd like me to do a live discussion about the Leica, I would definitely love to do something like that. So let me know down in the comments. If you have any ideas, let me know. And until we see each other again, aloha. Shoots.